What happened to you, Annalise? What the fuck happened to you though, Annalise? Can I get some clarity, please? This episode went slow. It was hampered by quite a few flashbacks and suffered from a 2-week time lapse between events. This episode didn't seem to progress much, but we did get some revelations. But before we get to that, it's 2 weeks after Boss Annalise got shot and the death of Emily Sinclair, that dickhead of a lawyer. We get to see Annalise open the door to a baby being thrust into her arms. Thrust! She has not felt a thrust like that since that fine big-headed police dude made me a very happy chick and stripped naked. Sex so good. Do you remember? Oh. After Annalise tells Bonnie of the baby, Bonnie reveals in a great twist, there is no baby. Like before.
What?
So Annalise has been on her crazy baby flex before. Revelation. After Wes shot Boss Annalise, Laurel shows up, takes the gun, and upon Michaela entering, Laurel takes full responsibility for the shooting. Bonnie goes to see fine torso Nate, and Nate goes to see Annalise as a result of speaking to Bonnie. Annalise testifies on paper as a statement in regards to Catherine and claiming that Catherine shot her. But after that's rejected and the opposition's lawyer objection is upheld, Annalise goes against Bonnie's wishes and testifies in person. Annalise accused Catherine of shooting her and Catherine subsequently admits to it in court. Master manipulator boss Annalise gets Caleb to
praise Jesus.
Convince Catherine to believe she shot Annalise because she got drugged by that illegitimate loser, Philip. And Annalise still manages through her mental and physical pain to save the day.
'Cause she's a boss.
Later, Annalise finds Wes in her bed. Ooh, you ruined me, says Annalise while defending herself from potential attack with her bedside award. Was this episode a good opening to the second half of the season? Hey, it was sufficient. Nothing special, not too many revelations, but a couple of really great ones. Annalise is crazy. This chick is hallucinating. Revelation alert. Like before. What does this mean in relation to Wes? At least we finally know for certain Wes is not her child, but that she was due to have one of her own. This to me is in relation to the child she could have had versus the child she ended up with. In this episode, she was vulnerable both physically and mentally, and yet she still managed to find strength in her weakest moments. There were a lot of flashbacks, but the only one that really had me was the very last one. She's pregnant in it, her hair is on point. Her honesty about abrupt talking emo fell Rebecca being dead was quickly replaced by a lie that she wasn't. And she lied about who shot her, all in an effort to protect Lanky Wes. There's not really much about the death of Emily Sinclair in this episode, who I fucking hated. Like, frickin' hated. So glad this bitch is dead.
Ding dong.
Other characters, not much on Ollie and Connor, not much on Michaela, until we get that issue with Caleb, because Caleb done shot her down. Doucheface wants to look into the death of his father. Suicide? Fuck no, according to Doucheface. Dude ain't convinced. He's on that conspiracy flex. I'm in two minds about whether it should be suicide or murder. Murder opens up a whole new storyline, but suicide makes Annalise even more culpable for events than she already is, even though actually it's arguable that actually it's Wes who is culpable for a lot of the show's events. More so than Annalise. Boss Annalise is simply good at covering up her tracks. And everyone else is. Overall, this episode was quite slow. It didn't have the bang of a returning episode, but I tend to notice that the highs of a season break episode has a bit of a calm down when it returns. It's like a hangover. Needs time to get its shit together. So that's review of How to Get Away with Murder episode 10, season 2, winter break comeback. And I'll see you for the next episode. Boom, out.